I am here with Jeff Temple. Jeff, we would love to hear a little more about your history. And we know that you have a famous mother with the last name Light as an FM Light.
Yes.
And your dad started the ski mountain. Tell us just a little bit history.
Well, my mom was, Audrey Light, and my grandparents, great-grandparents started FM Light and Sons. And we always knew, Barbara, what we were going to get for Christmas. We were going to get Levi's. So, but it was really neat to have that connection, a very Western connection to Steamboat. And my grandma was the principal of the high school, and Grandpop went to work at the store every day, a lot of long, hard hours. And then on Dad's side, his parents were ranchers 50 miles north of Steamboat on the Little Snake River on the Focus Ranch. And another very Western, very cowboy connection to the town of Steamboat. And Dad went to work for 6 or 7 winters in Sun Valley, and that gave him some great experience with the ski business, trails. He was on the ski patrol. He also studied avalanche forecasting and avalanche control. So the whole time he was working in Sun Valley, he was looking up at Store Mountain and was going, wow, that could be a great ski area.
Jeff, tell us about your business history. You are the co-founder of Spider Sportswear. I know there is an interesting story about it, so go right ahead.
Oh, thanks, Barbara. I got out of school in 1977. I didn't have a job. I was ski racing, and I'd been on the University of Colorado ski team, and we had 4 NCAA championship teams under Bill Marold. And I'd met Dave Jacobs, who had been on the Canadian ski team, head Canadian coach, fantastic skier himself, and we decided we would do a clothing company for racers. And we met, and we really couldn't decide what to call it at first, and then I was skiing down in a pair of prototype pants at Gold Peak and Vail, and Dave's son Billy said, look, it looks like Jeff has spiders on his legs, because there were long yellow pads on black pants, and that was the name. That was the name stuck right there. That's how it got named. So, and then we successfully built clothing for racers for a long time. I stayed at Spider for 17 years and ran the company. It was some of the best years of my life. It was really a fun time.
You were at the All-American on the University of Colorado ski team?
Yes, I was. I think one of the awards that I cherish the most is my senior year skiing for CU. I got the Dick Schoenberger Memorial Award, and that was for the most valuable member of the ski team. And that meant a lot to me. But I went on and skied pro, won a couple of pro races, one down in New Mexico, one here in Steamboat. I was a competitive water skier as well. We had a real good soccer team at Summit High in Frisco, Colorado, where I went to high school. I did a lot of different sports, different athletic events. Actually, rode a lot of motocross. In 1972, I was the state champion in 125cc motocross.
When you left Spider Sports, you kind of changed directions into development?
That's right. Again, not quite sure what to do. When I left, I was treated well on my way out. I had some capital. I got together with my brother, and we decided to develop some land that we had in Frisco, Colorado, called Water Dance. And that was a real successful development that we undertook. It went really well, and one thing led to another, and that's what we have done ever since. Done a lot of different developments.
Now, is that what brought you to the building committee for Crud Sports for Life?
I'm not quite sure. I think I began to help and look at things and began to work with Moz and the other people on the committee. And, there's quite a bit of work to do, getting things organized, getting the contracts ready, determining which contractor you're going to select, all those things, what pricing things are gonna take, and that was very difficult because we're in a time period, as we all know, where prices are going up every day. So we had a lot of different challenges, and I think that what really helped me get in there and do work on this is the vast experience that I've had from developing everything from residential communities, master plan communities, apartment buildings, self-storage, and in particular two large developments in Steamboat. One was Storm Mountain Ranch and one was Marabou. And you have to go through the entitlement process and then pick good contractors, get the work done, and then sell the product. So that was experience that was pretty beneficial.
One of the next questions is, what skills and experiences do you bring to the project? But I think I just figured that out. That is just phenomenal to have had so much of community development in your past. You are a passionate pickleball player. Have you ever played tennis in your life?
I played a little bit of tennis in 6th grade in summer camp, and it was, I was a skier and a ski racer, and so it was very foreign. I enjoyed it, but I'd say it was probably a few weeks of tennis. But pickleball is certainly my passion. I play, I think everybody knows, I take a lot of lessons from Sean Pummel, and we're friends, and he's got me pretty more or less addicted to the sport and working on trying to make me a bit better.
What introduced you to pickleball?
Steve Herder, that guy that's in a lot of our past. Steve was a good friend, and he helped develop Storm Mountain Ranch. He was on our team, and he put together all the fly fishing waters on both Storm Mountain and out at Marabou. But he was an avid pickleball player, and he kept saying, "You've got to try this sport. It's so much fun. You're just going to love it." And Steve was almost always right, and so I did try it, and I did love it. And so
you put in endless hours into the development of this expansion for Court Sports for Louth. What made you so passionate about it and that you're willing to volunteer all these hours?
Well, a lot of people are depending on it, and all of us pickleball and tennis players have put our money and our donations into the project, and people are counting on it to be successful. I'm counting on it to be successful. Not just successful, but super high quality, a world-class facility. And that sometimes it takes a lot of time because it might veer off course a little bit. You got to get it back on course. And right now is an exciting time because the contractors are out on site and they're building, and the forms are going up as we speak for all the court to be poured. It's super exciting. No, my wife is very avid. My son Parker is avid. So we love playing as a family, and that's been another reason why the sport's just been so great. And all the people that we're on this committee with, and we all play pickleball together. It's an amazing sport. It really brings people together. I just love it.
And you just touched on the family aspect of pickleball, and that it can be a high competitive sport, but it can also be family fun.
For sure, yeah. And Barbara, I have to be careful because I can be too competitive, and I have to relax a little bit. And actually, of course, when I do relax a little bit, I play better. So there's a few reasons for that. So, but it's so much fun.
Thank you so much for your time for this interview, but in particular, thank you so much for your time in making this expansion reality. We will benefit and enjoy this for so many years to come.
Thank you for your time, Barbara.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.